Today is April 3rd, 2020. My name is Charles Sitter. In the next 5 minutes, I'll be presenting the topic of the power of optimism. My main message here is if something is possible, there is a reason for hope. Hope is just another word for optimism. Optimists are hopeful. Optimism is a hope-filled way of thinking, which is life-expanding, life-affirming. Pessimism is another word for hopelessness, and it is life-limiting, inhibiting. Optimism is a sign of mental health, whereas pessimism is a sign of mental distress. I'm going to give you some reasons why optimism dominates pessimism as a way of life. A. Optimism maintains hope. Pessimism dims it. Hope keeps your morale high and strengthens your resolve when the going gets tough. B. Optimism is energizing, whereas pessimism immobilizes. High-energy people are doers and the ones who get things done for themselves and others. C. Optimism gets you going. Pessimism slows you down. Optimism motivates you to do what needs to be done without delay and without resentment, things that you must do for yourself and for others. D. Optimism attracts good outcomes, whereas pessimism attracts the bad. According to the law of attraction, like attracts like. What you think about comes about, and you attract to yourself the mental messages that you emit outward. E. Optimists are content. Pessimists are discontent. Optimistic people are happier with their life because they're expecting a better future as they work their way to make their future better. F. Optimism brings people together, whereas pessimism separates. Other people want to associate with positive, optimistic people that are beacons of hope. They generally tend to shy away from people who are doom and gloom in their thinking. Now that I've convinced you that optimism is the proper way of life, let me give you 4 tips here how you can improve your own optimism. Develop a set of personally defined affirmations. These are positive statements that are uplifting, and repeat them often. Develop a set of personally defined positive habits and do them daily. There are certain things that you can do during a day that just tends to raise your morale. Going outside in the sunshine, breathing some fresh air, taking a walk, seeing other people does wonders for your optimism. Know the future you want. Don't think about the future that you don't want, but focus on the future that you do want and visualize it often as you work for it. And finally, raise your mental awareness of your attitudes so that if you slip to the negative, you know it, and you can make a conscious decision to slip back into the positive. Keep all your thoughts as positive as possible. My final message here is that optimists never give up hope. Optimism requires an effort to build and maintain a positive mental attitude, but eventually optimism will become the norm. You won't have to work at it. And the reward for doing so is a higher quality of life for the rest of your life. That's all for now. Remember to stay positive. You'll be happier, healthier, and live longer.